Good morning and welcome back to Building a House from Trees. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different. We got a sorry, I had to clear off the lens. So this week, as I was saying, is going to be a little bit different. Kind of breaking out the garden, spreading some manure, tilling it in, chopping back the clover, the cover crop, which has been just really wildly successful. I'm hoping to be working in here over the next week and getting this timber framed second story meditation nook loft thing, whatever you want to call it, framed in and actually built and up. Yeah, I think I should be able to do that here in a few days. So lots of odds and ends. Going to try to tackle the plumbing, and I've got an announcement coming up that I'm not going to announce until it's time. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the positive comments about my time away. This is my first full day back on the house site in almost 4 weeks, so it's really nice. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you around. All right, I'm this morning prepping the garden down there for getting the manure spread. I got the forks off the tractor, got the bucket on. I'm going to spread some manure on there, but first I got to knock down the winter rye and the clover that's been cleverly planted there in between the rows. So I'm knocking that down with the trimmer here, and then I'm going to get the manure spread and then till it in. So here we go. It's a bit like work. The woodpecker's tapping out Morse code trying to attract a mate on the aluminum ladder. Funny little creature. Don't know if you can see him out there. Probably not, very small. Well, it's a beautiful morning in early June, and I've got to do a little bit of routing and sanding on those posts up in the second story before I get that loft built, just to get everything kind of ready, knowing that it's going to be a lot easier to do that now than to do it later, working around things. So go out and take a look at the garden. Got a lot of stuff planted over the weekend, and we got a lot of rain, and now it's warm and sunny, so looking good. Looking good. I'm just trying to foil the deer from coming in and eating all the brassicas. They first night came in and nibbled a little bit on some of the kale, and we've got a trellis over there built for the tomatoes. Got the beans the brassicas, you know, kale, kohlrabi, lobster of the vegetable world. Broccoli down there, which looks like was nibbled a little bit. Probably just that first night. Potatoes, carrots, some peppers, beets, radishes. There'll be corn over there, cucumbers. So, oh, it's a beautiful morning. All right, let's get into it. So I got that's one side of the loft. This is a dry run. I think it's just a little too low. I was just kind of experimenting, seeing how it felt. I think I'm going to put it up another 6 inches just to give myself a little extra headroom. Not that I hit my head on that, but it's just a little bit lower than I'd like. So up 6 inches it'll go. I like that better. Alright, I want to talk for a minute about this week's video sponsor, and that is once again Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people, just like the people that are finding this content interesting. It's a fantastic opportunity to explore new skills and get lost in creativity while expanding your wealth of knowledge. So, like I've said before, I've been building this house using really pretty basic, cartoonishly simple doodles, and I've wanted to know how to use SketchUp for drafting, layout, and interior design plans for this place and future projects that I'm going to be running for clients. So now with Skillshare, I've started taking SketchUp for beginners, how to create your first 3D house from scratch with SketchUp, taught by Alex Stanojevic. In just a few short lessons, I've begun to wrap my head around what I thought was really quite daunting, and I'm starting to get the hang of it. So I'm really looking forward to being proficient at this program, and I'm confident that this Skillshare class is going to get me there. So Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership, so you can begin to explore your creativity and start to get wicked learned like I am. That is all right. And that's a fun spot to sit. It's nice to do a little bit of timber framing again. Golly. Oh, this is such a nice view from up here. Let me show you. God, I've dropped that external battery like 9 times today. That can't be good for it. So, here it is. I definitely can't stand up fully, but that's not the point. It's a little loft. It's a place for sitting in a chair, sitting on a mattress, and just watching. Enjoying the time. Looking at the garden. Looking at the future badminton court. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with these actually. They're nice and tight. I did some coping around some of the weird live edge stuff, and I think it looks really good, and it's wicked solid. Wicked solid. So I am happy about this. This is good. Glad to have it done, and well, it's not done. I gotta secure them with lags, and then I'm going to deck it with wide pine boards, but I'm not doing that quite yet. Well, this is just a lovely, lovely place to sit. I'm listening to the thrushes, the ovenbirds, the various warblers. I'm watching over the garden and looking at the the flycatcher go down and take bugs out of the garden. It's just it's a beautiful spot. I'm way up high. It's kind of like I'm in a little tree house up here in this, like a little fort, with a great view, and I think it's going to be a really nice place to hang out. I haven't figured out exactly how I'll get up here, a ladder of some kind or a really steep staircase, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's wicked solid, and that's that. Thanks for watching this week. Thanks for tuning in every week that you do. I appreciate all the support, all the kind words. Well, there's bees here now. My good friend Pete Bell brought down all these supers, these hives. You alright being in this week's episode? You alright being in this week's episode? Because he's building a garage up at his place this summer and these would be in the way, and he set up this bear fence, and they're just out collecting pollen all over the fields and woods, and they're going to be pollinating the garden. It's lovely. They're real neat. One of them got into my right eye here and gave me a little sting yesterday, and it sealed up tight as a bee's something, and but it wasn't that bad. They're lovely here. So thanks, Pete. We'll see you out there.